I'll take you for a ride on the devil's ship. I'll take you for a ride where you sink or swim. Now come with me and let this story begin.
Bourjeili, first time on the show.
Yes. First
Welcome.
time
You look
doing-
nervous.
A little bit. First time doing any podcast, anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's gonna be the last. And fan favorite George Assily.
Hello, this is my 10th billion podcast, and I'm still retarded.
You
I'm literally, I get more retarded every time I do these.
at the third floor. You were criticizing everyone last night. It was fun.
As usual.
It was an odd comfort zone. It was a good comfort zone, but it was weird. Poseidon, you want to change the screen that we see because we get distracted by seeing ourselves.
Sorry.
I get distracted by staring at the fucking camera that's beaming in my face over there.
You're the only one that does that. I have the camera in
Really?
front of me. I never look at it. You're the only one that gets caught staring at yourself.
There's a lot of objects to look around here, and I get distracted extremely easily with all the objects.
Do you have a ADD, ADHD, one of those Ds?
I probably have like an undiagnosed like disability that I could probably find out from a doctor and then have like 3 minutes of extra material from, but until then
You don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. I'm just stupid. I was gonna say I'm just fucking stupid.
Tonight you're doing Pecker's show at the Old Port.
Mm-hmm.
You have a show tonight. Where's your show, Bourjeils?
Daily Planet.
Deli Planet, and then Mike Ward is at the Third Floor Comedy Club running his hour one last time before Toronto.
Oh, that's tonight?
That's tonight, yeah, because he's going to Toronto tomorrow. So just doing one more test run. 8 p.m. Tickets are available for that. Patreon.com/Pantelis. What else has been happening? Poseidon, anything we need to plug that's urgent? No, we're going to be in Toronto this weekend, so nothing.
Yeah, I think that's
Just Bordel on Tuesday, that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lebanese Weight Watchers.
Lebanese Weight Watchers.
Graphic Tree, Trina Wilson, printing vinyl, signage.
Graphic Tree is what, .com or .ca?
.ca.
.ca. You have to remind people.
Graphic
Bourjeils, anything to plug?
Oh, waffle sauce on YouTube. The last E is a 3 and no space, because if you put a space, you'll get literally syrup being poured on waffles.
Yeah, that's too complicated. We got to change that name.
No, I just gotta get it big enough
Keep
where I
it.
come up before the syrup.
You're never
that's
going to
the
beat
dream.
syrup.
I think I'll beat
Syrup
syrup.
has been the king
But
of
that's the whole
condiments for breakfast for a while.
Like, I'm waffle sauce, better known as syrup. That's the...
That's what it is?
Yeah.
I wish I plugged that. My fucking YouTube channel / Twitch channel, Waffle Sauce.
Yo,
man.
follow me, chocolate fudge.
Yeah.
Just Google chocolate fudge. Hopefully I come up.
Banana Split.
I'm chocolate sundae. That's crazy.
I had an alter ego idea for pickle juice. Like, when I'm in a bad mood, toxic pickle juice.
That's going to be like another account, and
Yeah.
it's all angry stuff.
Yes. Waffle sauce is sweet, pickle juice is sour.
That's lunatic behavior, but I like it.
Pickle
like
juice
brown in it.
could be sweet as well.
Could it? But it's
Yeah,
like...
there's like sweet pickle juice.
Yeah.
See, that's
bit
like
of
the
sugar
third
in it.
channel. That's the shorts channel.
It's you can like flick pickle juice at your enemies if you're feeling evil too. That's
A lot of people just hate pickles.
Yeah.
You a pickle guy?
Not on their own. In a burger, they're nice.
Yeah. You just won't eat a pickle.
Slices.
But you won't eat the whole pickle? Like,
No, it's too much. Like, after 2 or 3 bites, it's like, it gets
too
weird.
phallic for you.
No, I prefer phallic. Just
Yeah. I like pickles. I won't seek them out. But if pickles are available, I have no problem eating them.
like
You
a whole
won't-
pickle.
If it's available, I'll grab a pickle. I'll eat a pickle.
Would you rip a whole jar? Or like, what's your cutoff for
I
pickles?
won't rip a whole jar. There's too much vinegar. There's too much going on with pickles
Mm.
that you can't eat the whole jar. You know what I mean? Unless you want to get sick.
Yeah. See, my
I'm
cutoff
gonna
point
grab
is
one or
like
two pickles.
half a pickle.
That's your cutoff. Half
Yeah.
of an entire pickle.
Half of an entire pickle.
Yeah. I could eat more than half a pickle.
You could eat. There's like ghost calories in pickles. You got 15 calories each pickle. You could eat like 3 jars if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You'd throw up from the vinegar and stuff.
I think
no?
so. Too much vinegar.
If you like, if there's a pickle like on top of your sandwich, you wouldn't like throw it away. You would eat it.
Yeah, but that's just one like slice of pickle. He's talking about whole pickle jars
That's how many pickle jars do you have at home?
One.
that he doesn't really go through.
Just one.
Not a big fan of pickles. He just buys it so he could say that he's part of the pickle team.
I could say with certain honesty that I've bought a pickle jar before, never touched it. It's just in the fridge for months.
So you just buy it because you think you're gonna want it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, pickles. Yeah, it's either you're in 100% or it's just gonna sit there.
Yeah, I find apples are like that too. Like, I always buy
Yeah.
apples and didn't never eat them. Every time I eat an apple, I'm like, I should eat apples more. They're pretty good. And then 6
You
months
forget
goes
about
by,
them.
Yeah, they're not attractive.
Apples?
Yeah.
There's some hot apples.
Some apple bottom jeans.
Yeah, some apple bottom jeans. I was waiting for him to jump in on that. Yo, so Threads. Poseidon, you want to bring up Threads?
Yep.
Many people have signed up automatically to Instagram's Twitter rival. Zuckerberg is fighting back against Elon Musk with a new app called Threads, which is basically Twitter without live stream. You can't go live.
Do they have an official website?
They have an app.
Is there limits for characters as well?
I haven't found the limit yet. You could go pretty... I just don't know what gets you canceled yet. We're going to test out the N-word today.
You always do that though.
You gotta test it out.
It's like every time you mention the N-word or anything racist, it's always like it's like fine wine tasting where you swish it around your mouth. You don't want to swallow it because swallowing means you have said the N-word. You want to swish it around your mouth and you spit it out immediately.
Yeah.
You know, it is fine wine tasting.
So when I launched this last night, it was already in dark mode and night mode, which was cool. Apps don't normally go automatically into night mode when you first launch, so that was nice. I don't know how it works because I was following people, but I kept seeing like this chick in my thread who I wasn't following.
It's just like Instagram. Instagram will show you someone you follow, then like a model, then this, then that.
Oh, okay, Instagram too. I never noticed if they show, because I scroll fast on Instagram now. I just go to my stories. So, okay, that's why they're doing the same thing. Yeah, because you get some randoms, which is kind of cool. Discover new people. But essentially, it's the same thing as Twitter. It kind of works a little bit the same. The attachments are a little bit quicker. The photos upload a little bit quicker. I think they're using the same system they use for Instagram, where it's already preloading when you're selecting the photo. That's about it, but it seems to be the same. You could retweet. It's called Rethread. It's essentially the same app.
Just everyone's going to sign up because they don't like Elon Musk. They're going to be like, I'm going to do Threads as like a rebellion.
I mean, but who's on? I guess the big thing is are you getting news that's different on Threads than you would on Twitter?
Probably. If it's the whole Facebook censorship thing, probably for sure.
But Facebook, this is Facebook, right? Threads is Instagram. It's also, so if it's just censored Twitter, then Twitter's gonna do better.
Surprised how much people like the censorship.
People do love censorship.
Yeah.
That's a good observation. Yeah, people are fucking stupid.
They're like, I want to be told what to think. Let me go on Threads instead.
Yeah. I saw Mike tweeted this morning to Justin Trudeau. He's the prime minister of this country. Sadly, I don't know how that happened. But the prime minister was tweeting Taylor Swift. He was tweeting to Taylor Swift. He was singing a song to her. And he was telling her that he hopes that she goes to more places in Canada. That's our leader, ladies and gentlemen.
Is he the first one to win 3 times?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
There, right there, you got it.
It has to be somebody else. Somebody else was like very long running as prime minister. Who the fuck was it?
Chrétien was there forever when I was young. John Chrétien, the guy with the fucked up face.
Yeah.
He was there for a while.
Yeah. Another Quebec produced, made prime minister. But I do love that our prime minister is a simp for Taylor Swift. That's
yeah, it is. It's strange, right?
I like that. That's excellent. I feel like every time like Mike Ward tweets at, he's just like another.
Oh, Harrison wrote to the prime minister. What did he say?
Dude,
chill the fuck out.
That's hilarious.
Fucking I wonder if Harrison's nervous now because he built up such a good following on Twitter, and people are going to Threads. He could do the same thing on
I think
Threads.
Twitter will be fine.
I think they're gonna coexist.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you could say the N-word on Threads.
You can say it on like I think Truth Social. That's another one people go to.
Truth Social.
That's one like Trump is on Truth Social. Like people.
I never got on that.
It's
I tried Parler when it first came out. Like this is the new Twitter.
Yeah.
It's literally Twitter if it was like a fake Twitter made in Indonesia or something. Everything was slow. It was clunky. It was shitty Twitter. It didn't work.
My favorite part about like Truth Social is that whenever you like their version of retweet is like retruthed. That's what they've been retruthed.
You were truthed twice.
Yeah, Trump's on it, and Trump is like.
Is that the one that he paid for? He started.
I think so. And when Trump's on there, he's like all caps, just going off.
He's just mad that he's there.
All caps, literally all fucking caps. All these extra Twitters keep popping up, and I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know. Threads might fucking pick up steam because it's Facebook, right?
Threads might pick up steam just because you're automatically on Threads if you're on Instagram.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. So you just sign in and you could import all your data, so you don't have to recreate everything, profile pictures, all that, which makes it so much easier.
I think Mark Zuckerberg won the nerd off between him and Elon because he did the passive aggressive thing, which is to like
Create a rival app.
avoid physical confrontation and just out nerd the other fucking nerd pretty much.
That is true though. He did just out nerd him.
Yeah.
But I don't think Musk is gonna take this lying down.
You don't think so? No, he's probably gonna talk shit. But I just hope Twitter doesn't get ruined because you know Rumble. It just becomes like all the people who want to be racist on YouTube and can't. So it's just Twitter's going to be like, oh, we could be racist here. And that's what's going to gain traction. Because a lot of people who want freedom of speech just want to be racist. And that's what get views.
So I've been trying to get into, Viva Fry's been trying to connect me with the guy, he's a Canadian kid, Chris Pavlovsky, who started Rumble. He's the owner of Rumble.
Oh, it's Canadian started?
Yeah, it's a Canadian kid from
Rumble
Toronto who
sounds
started.
so familiar. Look up Rumble. It sounds familiar.
Oh, you know, it's the green logo. So I try, like we have a channel on Rumble, but it doesn't work the same. And I think Viva was telling him like the feedback I was giving.
Oh, this place.
It feels
Rumble. Yeah.
It needs some updates because it feels a little cheap. You know, it feels a little clunky. When you go to upload, dude, uploading videos takes forever. Forever. YouTube figured it out. Google figured it out. It's instant to upload a video. It's so fast. Dude, this shit takes forever. It makes it like, as a user, let's say, maybe you won't notice, but as a creator, it's not creator friendly.
It puts like a lot of friction between you and posting.
Yeah, every time, like, I'm going to upload, like, let's say 10 videos. I'm going to start migrating my page, right? Bro, one video will take an hour and a half.
Like a podcast or just
like a podcast, like a full-length podcast. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. It takes too long. And you can't do it. It's not like YouTube where while it's uploading, you could fill everything in and then it'll automatically do it. You have to wait till it's fully uploaded, then confirm. Then so it's very clunky. It's very, very clunky. Yeah.
You guys are on Rumble. What? You guys are like on everything.
Well, we have a channel on Rumble, but it's useless. Like there's we don't really.
Are you guys on BitChute?
No, but I've heard of that.
BitChute's my favorite. Some wild shit on BitChute.
Oh, is it the same thing like Rumble?
No, maybe, but I think like BitChute, you got like 5-hour conspiracy videos on why.
Oh, that's amazing.
Hillary Clinton is like
This
a
is what I mean.
pedophile lizard woman creature that eats children.
But you see, it's not what I'm looking for.
Stop.
you-
BitChute's fucking crazy. It goes hard. Look, scroll up. Well, this guy's name is never mind. It's gone now. But
So I want the ability, George. I want the ability, like
To
you're
kill.
allowed if you want to go conspiracy theories, all that. That's why I want to like a site that you're allowed to do it. But I don't want a site where when you log in, it's only that. I want it to be like old TV channels. I want it to be entertainment. You go in, you're like, I can watch Pantelis, I can watch this, I can watch that. You don't want to go in and you're like, I gotta avoid the N word. Like you know, I want it when you go in, you're happy. This seems a little crazy.
what if you're happy when you say the N word?
Oh well, then welcome aboard.
You're happy.
Welcome aboard.
That's just what happens. Everyone gets pushed here who can't say the N-word on YouTube, goes here, and that's the niche they're filling right
Everybody
now.
gets
And no one
pushed.
else cares.
Yeah.
Everybody gets pushed to the brink on
YouTube
edge.
just needs to calm their tits and fix the algorithm because they don't like it's very hard now to grow on YouTube. It's very hard. If they fix that stuff, the discovery and all that, they're gonna be amazing because and the censorship they have to stop because it's so the technology behind YouTube is so good.
Yeah.
People don't the live streaming, the uploading of videos, the edit, and they're always making upgrades. They're at the top of the game when it comes to that shit. They're very, very good.
That's like that's the pros and cons to being racist on the internet. Is like the con is the pro is you're racist, but the con is you have bad coding. People that
Yeah.
people that are racist are bad coders. The people that don't want to say that are good coders. So you have to balance it out.
Well, I think Rumble, it's more of because they're not like the owner's not racist. He's more like just free speech. I think it's
Yeah.
just because he's young and it's a new site, so it's gonna take some time. But I believe if he gets the right like tech guys behind him, that shit's gonna be cool.
I can't keep track of all these fuck all these places, man. And I swear to God, I feel like all the ones that go off of like away from like Twitter and YouTube are just like all right wing or something. They just go buck wild one way or the other.
Yeah, you get angry because you it's kind of like remember those girls. I don't know if it was like that in Ottawa, but there was girls that were like really, really sheltered. They were private girls' school. They were like they weren't allowed to go out at all. And then as soon as they got some freedom, they became the biggest whores. That's what I think happens. I think they put these guys in that box. They keep them chained up. The second they have a little bit of freedom, they're like, all right, black people are gonna get upset now, and they just go crazy. That's what it feels like.
And then they all talk to each other, and it
Yeah.
just goes deeper and deeper. And in 5 years, they're like,
And like, so we've been right the whole time, right, guys? We've been right? High five, crime rates,
feel
high
like
five.
It's the same with like Middle Eastern women too. It's like Carmina's out, and when she's out, she's dating Pecker. It's like the same. It's
Are they dating? I thought it was just like a fling.
I don't know what's going on, man, but
Poor Bourjeili, you're putting him in a weird spot.
yeah, his sister is dating Pecker for
Yeah.
God's sakes. It's a travesty in his household, man.
Wait,
I'm
hold on.
gonna
What?
I'm gonna be on the phone with your dad right now. I'm gonna put your dad on speakerphone right now. I'm gonna put Caesar on speakerphone. And talk to you about this shit, man. But you mentioned you can't be on Twitter anymore because you're getting too absorbed into like all these like right wing.
Not even right wing, just like World War III. This is happening in Sudan. It's
Yeah.
America and Russia secret. Like just consuming World War III is gonna happen on a daily basis.
I'm
They're
on the
fucking with me.
same boat with those things as well on Twitter because I love reading all these fucking threads about history and geopolitics and shit, man. It's crazy stuff happening. France is on fire. Africa's
Is France still on fire, Poseidon?
It probably is.
I think
It's
so,
Not gonna
yeah.
Stop.
God, so but didn't they already loot all the Foot Lockers? What's left?
Just they're looting all the stores except for like the Samsung stores, dude. That's the only store that remains.
The Apple store I know is getting destroyed, and Foot Lockers, all the Foot Lockers were getting destroyed, which is
Man,
hilarious.
There's something about
Fueled by everyday discrimination. Also, now they're okay. So you know what happened, Poseidon? It feels like the people that started rioting. Remember they were using the kid that got shot.
Yeah.
It feels like the video that we saw of why he got shot circulated too much, and they're like, "Yeah, he's not entirely innocent." So now they changed tune. They go, "It has nothing to do with him. It's just every day there's discrimination. That's why we're rioting." But that's not how it started. You remember it started because that kid.
Oh, the computer just crashed.
Remember the 17-year-old? That's okay. That's why we're using the ATEM. Yeah, we're always live.
we're always
Always live,
still
baby.
live right now?
Yeah, always live.
Since when do French people not like this?
Redundancies.
You have like backup generators, the equivalency of backup generators.
We do actually. We have 2 backup
Why
generators.
did the computer crash? What did you?
Because he's using a different laptop to do
it's
all of the extra, but it doesn't matter because we're not streaming through that. We're streaming through another. I've set this place up. I'm a bit of a genius.
that's
He's the Batman of
I
podcasts.
was actually hoping that it'd be like shut down because every time we're talking,
Conspiracy.
and but then like you say like look this up, we all like look towards the monitor like it's the fucking like Bin Laden raid, and I'm Obama. We all look towards this fucking monitor. It's like look it up. What's going on here? Can we actually watch like special forces guys raid shit? That'd be fucking.
I mean,
sick.
you
Let's
Poseidon
do
can
it,
find
right?
that shit online for sure.
I wish Lively
Go on
could still-
YouTube.
Yeah, let's watch the Bin Laden raid so we can like feel immersed.
Why do you want to watch your cousins get shot? That's
Yeah.
weird.
They're not my cousins.
Is the
man.
Bin Laden raid
No.
available on YouTube?
Is it on,
I don't know.
Is it on Blu-ray? I want to watch that on Blu-ray.
I guess
dude.
we're gonna find out.
I remember Trump when his raids were like you could find them online.
His raids.
Yeah, I remember
He's
he
like,
raided what
watch
the fuck al-Baghdadi.
Baghdadi, yeah,
Yeah.
that was sick.
Yeah.
The speech after was amazing too.
Yeah. What did he say? He's like, we fucking killed him.
Oh,
Like
fuck.
a dog, he died like a dog
know-
crying.
You know who had a great bit about it? Shane Gillis had a great bit. Like,
What did he say?
it's pretty much like this. Just describe the entire thing with like a Trump impression.
He does
Got,
good
like,
Trump impressions.
Oh yeah. Like
I like
these
Shane
sound
Gillis.
like dogs.
You know what I heard yesterday? I didn't know. I guess because I've been so fucking... when you're busy and you're kind of like in your own world. I didn't realize. But apparently Brendan Schaub talks shit about like Shane Gillis. Doesn't like Shane Gillis.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me though. He talks shit about everyone who's good.
That fucking pisses me off though, because like he's not at a level. He's not at a level where he should talk shit about open micers. But to talk shit about Shane Gillis is like, dude, you're not even in the same galaxy.
About his personality or comedy?
I apparently had said something like, "Oh, he's on Rogan's dick" or something like as if. But he created before he even got on Rogan. He had created everything after getting canceled. He built something himself. Like he did everything that Schaub wishes he could do. He built a career himself. He's funny. He was on SNL. He was picked on SNL. He was good enough to be on SNL. He did all that shit, and that fucking. So I heard that shit yesterday on a video, and I was like, "What a bitch."
Also, didn't Schaub get famous in comedy because of Rogan?
100%.
That
Yeah.
makes no sense.
Yeah. And then he didn't progress. He didn't get better. So I guess Rogan was like, all right, fuck this guy. I don't know.
Brendan
But
Schaub is like tall, right? How tall is Brendan Schaub?
He's a big dude.
Like he's like 6 foot. He probably kicked Shane Gillis' ass.
Oh no! Well, I mean, he was a
Probably
fighter,
just- Yeah, that's the
so he
thing.
could probably do that. But it doesn't matter because
Physical, dominate.
if he's pissed. But Shane's fun. Shane's. I don't even want to say funnier because everyone's funnier than him. Yeah, that was the video. I think it was. It gets worse. Like it was a guy had made a whole thing about it.
Did we? I don't think. Did we ever like talk about? Because one thing I saw from like clip from his stand-up is that he was recanting like an anecdote about the UFC doctor visiting him.
Yeah, yeah.
And in the bit, he made the UFC doctor be like some like
Stereotypical Asian.
stereotypical like Asian guy.
Hey, oh, bro, you
Yeah.
test positive, and then when the real doctor you
Yeah.
see him, he's like,
Hello.
yeah, hello, I am the doctor for the UFC. He's like, God damn it, dude.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck, man! He's exaggerated an entire man's existence and being to be more racist.
Every time I recount a story on stage of Poseidon, I'm gonna change my voice too. I'll be like, Pantelis, I'm sorry, I'm late for work.
That I don't know. It's more offensive to Poseidon. It's more offensive to him to be. How dare you make him into an African god of the ocean?
How do you make him a click maker? Yeah, so I saw that yesterday, and it kind of it rubbed me the wrong way. Just you got to know your role.
Yeah, you gotta know how funny you are.
Yeah.
I think he's way more famous than he is funny. That really fucks with your ego because you have to look to yourself. Oh, I'm this famous, so I'm this funny.
No, but also just, dude, you gotta like the guy's way better than you. It's not even a competition.
Yeah.
He's one of the best around right now.
He's probably the best of his like generation.
Gillis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know what his lineup is of his, but you might actually be right. I find him fucking hilarious. A good dude, and he's fucking funny.
I think like Brendan Schaub is like more points over Shane. You think about it, he can physically dominate him.
Physically, well,
Better hairline.
I think Gillis was a football player in college.
He was.
Oh, that is true.
But MMA fighter is a different thing. I think Brendan would take him.
Both. What do you think?
But also Gillis is like one of us. Gillis is one of the homies, bro. You could pull through if you're a homie. This guy's a bit of a bitch.
You think? Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be like an equal. It'd be like there's like factors that equal if they fought.
Yeah.
Each other.
It depends what kind of fight.
But, yeah.
If it's a free for all, I feel like Gillis is taking it. If there's like MMA, if there's rules, he has the advantage.
like James Mancini could kill all of us right now.
Yeah.
And he's like
And he's
short
very
of-
petite.
Yeah. So
But he knows what he's doing.
yeah.
But if there's a press conference before, I think Shane gets in his head and beats him.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Like Connor Aldo type shit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so I didn't like that. I didn't like that he was talking shit. And then when I bring it up, people are surprised. Like, you didn't know he's a garbage person? I didn't know he was garbage. I thought he was just like unfunny.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was like a piece of shit.
He's gotten weird.
He's gotten
he was
weird.
shit talking Rogan like a year ago.
See, I don't like that shit either, bro.
Because Rogan like said he didn't do other podcasts. I think he did Two Bears, One Cave or one of the other ones. Or
Okay.
Flagrant 2. He's like, he said he doesn't do other podcasts. Why didn't he do mine first? All like,
Okay, how about fuck you, number
Yeah.
one? And it's Joe Rogan. He could do whatever the fuck he wants. He could say no podcast and then do 50.
yeah.
But people like that pissed me off. I don't know if Brendan Schaub did it, but I remember Rogan got the deal with Spotify.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a whole thing on podcast because people were angry online, like, why him? None. They were all pissed off because they're so small-minded. They didn't realize that Rogan signing that deal did every podcaster, including myself, a huge favor. He just set a price point. He legitimized the whole podcast game.
Yeah. Even if you get 1/10 of his deal,
You can
you're
go out
set.
and get advertised. He legitimized everything. It changed the stock price of Spotify. It changed. He just handed you keys to the kingdom, and you're so stupid and jealous. You're just mad at the money he got. It's so fucking small-minded.
Who was mad at him? Like open micers or podcasters?
Podcasters. A lot of podcasters that were jealous, and even now there was one woman who she told
Oh,
Spotify
yeah.
she gave an ultimatum. She said either you give me the same as Rogan, 100 million, or I'm leaving. And they're like, all right, later. Like you're not Rogan.
Also, they paid 200 million. Whatever the price is, they're not going to get rid of him. That's just a bad investment.
No, but they made their money back initially, right? They made their money back really fast from
Yeah.
Matt. Like it was the fucking smartest business move they'd ever made.
If Brendan Schaub held a gun to your head
Hmm.
and said, stand up or podcasting for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
If Brendan Schaub was making the decision for me,
yeah, put a gun to your head.
oh fuck,
He
that's
talks
tough.
like they talk like Poseidon, Brendan Schaub, a little bit.
They do, yeah.
They do sound the same a little bit.
Oh
But
man,
if you had to choose between stand up for the rest or podcasting for the rest, what would you choose if it came down ultimately?
I don't know. That's tough.
It is tough.
It's tough. I feel like I'd lean towards stand up, but
But then, podcast, you say whatever you want to
Yeah.
anybody, and you're good to go. Stand up, you have to do a little monkey dance.
Yeah.
You have to impress. Like, what would you choose?
Oof, it's tough. It's tough. I really don't know. It would be a coin flip, and I'll live with whatever we get. It would be because they're too tight. I love them both.
This is yeah.
Yeah.
What would you
Jameli Hill to leave Spotify and shut down her podcast network.
Look at this.
What?
Look at this person. Hill joins exodus of black podcasters out of Spotify.
They're angry because they think that the reason why Joe Rogan makes that much money on Spotify is because he's not black, not because of the size of his audience.
She also looks like Joe Rogan in blackface.
Let me see. Make it big. I see what you mean. Yeah.
If Joe Rogan put fake dreads on in blackface,
If we find out that that's fucking Rogan trying to negotiate a better deal,
That is the most racist thing you've ever said in your life. Every black woman looks like a bald 55.
he never said every black woman. He said that one in particular.
Oh man.
Hold on. Let me find a picture.
Of that could probably be Joe Rogan's wife. She's black. Who knows, man?
Joe Rogan doesn't have a black wife.
Yeah, he does.
Bill Burr has a black wife.
They both have black wives.
No. Joe Rogan has a white wife. She's
Hey.
taller than him.
Really?
Yep.
Oh shit. Really?
Yep.
I thought it was
No, he has his stepdaughter is black.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. You know what? I assumed that's what happened. I
Yeah.
assumed.
So it's called racism, but it's fine.
Damn.
cool.
I think I'm the racist.
Yeah.
After all.
We're
these
just
years.
me and Bourjeili just playing a part.
After all these
The
years,
role.
I'm the prejudiced one. After all these, who would have thought?
But yeah, so people that chick was pissed off. Oh, besides, I want to talk about this. I have one story that I want to bring up. Pakistani judge. So last month
That's a crazy country.
It's a crazy country.
That's the craziest country.
So type in Pakistani judge Greece. Type in Pakistani judge migrant boat. So there was a boat filled like to the brim with migrants. You saw this that had collapsed in the Mediterranean
To the brim.
last month, and they were mostly Pakistanis, like illegally trying to get into Europe. I think they were going to Greece or to Italy, and in between Greece and Italy, the boat fucking capsized. Like you know,
Yeah.
there's a limit of how many. There was supposed to be like 50 people on there, and there was like 300. So and they died.
Do you think Greece and Italy were like hot potatoing this fucking boat? Like you take him, no, you take him, no, you take him, no, you take him.
That would have been a strategy, but they were headed. I forgot which one they were headed to. But anyway, so people were mad. So Greece lost their mind because people were mad at Greece, right?
Yeah.
And it was like, how could you let these people die? And Greece was like, we didn't. This wasn't planned. We didn't know they were coming. They were illegally coming. We had no idea. It wasn't planned. We found out as soon as you guys found out. We sent people to help them. It was fucking too late. Like, what do you want us to do? It was illegal. So people were like, it's got to be easier for people to illegally enter Greece. And Greece like, that doesn't make any sense. That's not that can't be a real sentence. And then a Pakistani judge ruled in Pakistan that, there is it's Greece's fault that 300 people were illegally trying to swim there and died. It's like fucking insane.
ruled that? What does that even mean?
Like in Pakistan, which there's no ruling over Greece. Greece like this doesn't. We don't like.
Did
We're a real country. We're not gonna listen to this.
did Poseidon strike down that fucking boat?
That's what happened. Yeah, Poseidon. But it's just so crazy, Poseidon. I was looking at the.
Yeah, and now I don't have internet, so oh wait, it's back. Oh
Poor
no, it's
Poseidon.
not back.
I don't know. They tried to.
Nothing's working.
On the laptop.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, dude. That's why I told you to use the other one, but then you can't stream properly.
yeah.
They tried to pull a Trojan horse, and Poseidon like struck them down.
It's just so weird that
Oh,
there's.
there you go. It's back.
Yeah. Click on it.
Pakistan's
Top judge.
top judge.
Yeah.
says,
Look at how many people are on that fucking boat.
God damn. No wonder it sank.
Look.
Pakistan's top judges are very funny.
Is a human rights issue. Yes, humans have the right to be stupid and risk their lives. I agree with you, Judge.
So do Pakistanis go to Greece to get into other European countries, or they set up base in Greece?
Oh,
They do both. They do both. A law have set up in Greece, though.
Okay.
The problem is that it's the amount of illegal ones that do it, because it's very hard, especially in Greece, to monitor this shit. Like, if there's, because you have refugee camps, and at the same time, so you have refugees that are like legit refugees that came from like the wars in Syria, this and that, and then you have people that claim that were Syrian refugees, but they're Pakistanis. And that happened a lot during the war in Syria. Dude, that was happening a lot. They're like, we have Syrian refugees, and it was all Algerian men. And like, well, guys, it doesn't It doesn't add up, you know? So
hold on.
Greece has a big problem.
This boat sank 80 kilometers off the coast?
Yeah. 50 miles.
Is that just the
Didn't they know how to swim?
I believe you can answer that question. They died.
All of them?
Most of them. Some were saved.
God damn.
Yeah.
Is that just a trend for Greek though? Like to get pushed out by brown people from where they live?
It seems,
Like
yeah.
Athens, Park X.
Park
they're
X,
making their way
that's-
to the island.
Yeah.
I was in Athens and you'd go a couple streets and it's all Arabic letters everywhere. And
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, they're taking over. Yeah. But because Greece is part of the European Union, so they can't have the strict border laws that they want to have. Because Europe says no, you have to let everyone in. Yeah.
Aren't they going back on that? Like, isn't a bunch of right wing people getting voted in Europe because they're fed up with this shit?
In Italy, yeah, but not in Greece. In Greece, what they call right wing, like right now, Mitsotakis, the government, they're calling it right wing, like for people. They're calling it conservative. They're not conservative at all.
Is it like our conservatives?
Yeah, exactly. Even less.
Oh wow,
Less conservative than the conservatives in Canada. Yeah.
that surprised me. I would think Greek people are like fuck everyone. Like let's just be Greek and do our own thing.
Nah, Greeks don't like the extremes because they're
Okay.
very chill. So they don't want like. There's people that like communists and there's people that like the hard right. Majority of Greeks don't want either to take control because it's too much. The Greeks don't like laws.
They don't like anything really.
No.
They just like even if there were strict laws, no one would enforce them.
No, you try. They'd be like, go fuck yourself. It was a nightmare in Greece when they made seatbelts mandatory.
Really?
Yeah, it was a nightmare. People didn't want to wear their seatbelts. Like, fuck you, can't tell me what to do. And then they would put it either behind them, they would clip it on the seat so it just doesn't ever ring. Or they were selling these little gadgets at every little store where you could just clip it into your seatbelt clipping so that it never rings just to not wear the seatbelt. Just because they're like, I'm a free Greek. I'll decide if I want to wear a fucking seatbelt.
In America as well, though, when they first rolled them out, they're like, "What seatbelts? What's next?" Like,
Yeah.
there's like a bunch of videos of like what's going on, but they just really
So hold on,
enforced it.
you're going to force me to wear a seatbelt, then what are you going to do? Fuck my wife? No. We're not playing this shit. Yeah, it was crazy in the
It's
States.
Literally, I'm not gonna wear a seatbelt. This is Sparta. I'm not gonna wear a seatbelt.
Just because you force them. That was the only reason. They don't like to be forced. If it's a suggestion, they'll consider it.
But no one was wearing seatbelts until they were forced to wear seatbelts. That's the other issue.
Well, a lot probably were, but just a lot of Greeks were like, go fuck yourself.
You think like if Golden Dawn did like a reverse psychology thing, people would be more on board? Like if they were like, we're gonna let all these Pakistani people in, like fuck no or not, then like we got like
Well, you know where Golden Dawn fucked up?
where?
Because they recruited too many uneducated people. So Golden Dawn fucked up because
it's your normal Greek pretty much.
you know because they're educated there. It's free. They're well educated, but they recruited too many barbarians basically. So what happened was initially they were getting a lot of young people on board because their ideas were like, we're going to rebuild the country and it's going to be Greece for Greeks, and like all that shit sounds good, right?
Yeah.
And then you'd see they'd have these guys that have like ties to like neo-Nazis, and they would go to meetings and they would do the Hitler salute. And then Greeks were like, oh, what the fuck? We fought the Nazis. What is this shit?
Oh, shit,
And-
for real?
Yeah. And then they would bring in, like, then they would be like, no. We're just doing that because that guy did it, but we're not really Nazis. It's going to do with Nazis. And then they talk about pro-Greece stuff, and you're like, yeah. And then there'd be videos. They'd go to neighborhoods and start beating up Pakistanis, and people are like, dude, what the fuck's going on? This isn't the political party. So that's what they hired too many idiots that were doing barbaric shit. Because on paper, if you just go like, yeah, we're going to protect Greeks and Greeks, you're like, oh, that sounds great. But then you see how they're going to implement it. It's kind of like Trudeau.
Didn't they also like...
Trudeau said he's going to change the economics of the country and everyone's going to be equal. He just didn't warn us that means we're all going to lose everything and be poor.
He did do what he said though.
He did do what he says. We're all equally fucked up now. Yeah.
Everybody hates that man. I swear to God. If it's like the same thing with his dad. If you like venture out of Ottawa for like a good like 2 hours, East Coast, West Coast, it's the same shit.
He just gets berated.
It's also like if they're gonna do like the fucking Hitler salute, they can't like do the fucking cop out and say this is a Roman salute because they're all fucking Greek. So it's like you're fucked, man.
But they shouldn't, the salute, what I don't get is, even if you have ideas like that, why don't you create a new salute so people can't tell?
Greek salute.
Like, you know what I mean? So people
Yeah.
can't tell. It doesn't make any sense.
Just lazy.
It's so lazy.
Like the swastika, I'm doing it for peace, man. Just make a new sign.
No, this is going to be a maze. This tattoo is going to continue. It's going to be a flower. It's so stupid.
Fucking.
Also, Greeks hate Nazis.
Yeah, most people
They fucked
hate
us.
Nazis.
We had a huge war. I don't know if you heard about it. It was the Second World War.
Yeah.
There were
We
two?
don't like them. There were two, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, part one wasn't finished. There was a to be continued.
Pablo Escobar's, I think, like fucking pilot smuggler. It was a German Colombian. He had like a swastika on his right arm. It was just right there. He's just some German guy in Colombia chilling, flying out cocaine in and out. And he's got a giant swastika right fucking there. That's the guy.
Yeah, the Germans, we let them off the hook easy, I find.
Really?
They like
Yeah.
run Europe now.
They run Europe. But that shows how stupid Europeans are, right? So there was two. So they had a council. They're like, all right, we need to have one union. Who's going to be in charge of Europe? And then the Germans, who started 2 world wars, they killed everyone. They're like, can we be in charge? And everyone's like, yeah, we see no problem with this. This makes perfect fucking sense.
One of the most fucking insane things, like a bunch of like German Nazi officers, Second World War, later became like NATO leaders and commanders.
NASA, they went everywhere.
Yeah.
Werner von Braun, the head of NASA, was a Nazi scientist that they took during Operation Paperclip after the Second World War. The Operation Paperclip was a mission for the Americans to steal like top Nazi leaders, scientists, generals, and bring them over to the States so they could work for them. And the Soviets did the same thing. So some of the top Nazi brass went to the Soviets and some went to the U.S. Now, the weird thing is for the Americans, because they had a lot of Jewish scientists and leaders, they'd go to a meeting and they were fighting for years. You know, we got to save the Jews in Europe. And they'd walk in a meeting and they see a guy that was literally responsible for murdering Jews being like, hi, I'm the new guy. Like, that must have been crazy, bro.
They must be so smart that we're willing to look past it all.
I mean, yeah, they were smart. I mean, they helped us get to space.
Yeah. Well, they almost took over the whole world
Yeah.
with like 3 countries. They like had the better guns. Like I heard that Americans would kill a Nazi, pick up their gun because they were so much better, and then start spraying them.
Yeah. Yeah, they had...
Fucking Call of Duty, motherfucker.
Yeah, they were fucking...
Would press Y, swap their weapon, and kill more of them.
Yeah.
And the Japanese were hardcore. They were willing to die for everything. The mistake that Hitler made was being allied with the Italians.
Really?
Yeah, the Italians didn't want to fight, bro. The Italians were like, this is a bullshit. They didn't have it in them.
The only times the Italians like fought in the Second World War when they're up against like African countries.
Ethiopia, and they lost. They were the first European country to lose to an African country during that. They lost to the Ethiopians, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
They lost to like spears and...
Ethiopia destroyed them. Because the Italians didn't want to be there. Like, what the fuck? We're in Africa. These fucking Ethiopians are mad at us. Like, they didn't want to be there, the Italians.
So why were they there? Mussolini was just like...
Mussolini was hardcore.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just sending people. He's like, I'm rebuilding the Roman Empire.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he wanted. He wanted to rebuild the Roman Empire. And he started failing from the beginning. He tried to take over Greece. He came in through Albania. And the Greeks weren't ready. And they still repelled the Italians backwards to the point where Italy and Albania lost territory. You know what that's like, bro? That you're going to attack and you lose territory. And then he called on the Germans. He's like, we need help. The Greeks are mad.
And then, okay, go to Africa. Go kill innocent African people.
Yeah, and then they still lost. But that's also a testament to how Italian, like the new Italians are not like the old ones. They're not Roman. They don't want to fight. They're like, we want to chill, bro. We want to dress up all metrosexual, like drink some coffee. We don't want to fucking kill these people.
Greeks too, because Greeks now are so
Greeks too,
laid
yeah.
back.
But that's the thing. Greeks were only fought because they came into they were trying to kill us.
Yeah.
We didn't want anything to do with it. But they came in. They were trying to kidnap our Jews. We had no choice.
Yeah, Jews in Greek?
A lot of Jews.
Damn.
Yeah. We did a lot of like hiding of the Jews. Yeah.
So when do you think the third World War starts?
It already started.
But like actually like declared war.
It
of
already,
big
well,
countries.
the wars have been declared. The difference is we're lucky because we live in North America, so we're unfazed. But right now, there's wars happening in the Middle East. It fucking in Europe, dude. There's Ukraine and Russia. Like there's wars happening right now.
But they're like more proxy wars. I'm saying like when are like Russians and Americans gonna shoot at each other?
They already
Or
are.
They already are in
Through
Ukraine.
mercenary
Yeah,
groups,
through
though.
mercenaries. They're already doing it.
Everything's
Oh, for
done
real?
very, very sneakily.
Yeah.
Nowadays to not ruffle any civilian feathers, so people
Yeah.
aren't like, you know what I mean?
Because they don't want any weird shit happening in the streets.
Okay.
Like in North America, they don't want like let's say Russian locals and to start going crazy. But they're already doing it. They're already killing Russians and vice versa. The only thing that's stopping everybody right now is India.
Really?
Yeah, because India and China hate each other. I don't know if you knew this.
Yeah.
And China's been on the sidelines. Will they join Russia? Will they not? But if China joins, it's kind of like the way World War started. India's gonna go the opposite route. They're gonna join like the NATO forces. And they're in the middle.
if
And
India
they're
goes with
nuclear
China,
power.
Do we lose?
India will never go with China. They hate each other.
They hate each other, but
Yeah.
if they were like, fuck this, we just want to win, we want to conquer.
They'd beat us. That's 2 billion people. That's a lot of bootleg DVDs. We'd lose.
So you,
No, I think it'd be like World War Z, human wave attacks nonstop.
Yeah, just it's true.
This is a mercenary group right here, actually.
Us?
Yeah, this is a mercenary.
Christina's leading the mercenary group.
Yeah, why does she have a microphone?
She's the intern. She's incognito. She's taping stuff. She knows what she's doing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. She works here, George.
Okay, it's just very funny to me. Like you finally like bring a woman on and no microphone. Just fucking this asshole. We can't even see him, and he has a fucking microphone. This is very Greek. This is very Greek.
Here, I'll give her the microphone here.
That's so fucking silly. All right.
Now you made it weird for her.
So, what do you think about mercenaries in Ukraine and?
It's off.
No, it's on. It's on.
One interesting thing that I want to bring up about Russia.
So hold on. You gave her the microphone to tell her psych.
Jesus
I'm sorry.
Christ,
No, it's 'cause I had
fellas,
a-
Come on. A woman gave birth to you, fellas. You came out of a vagina. Come on. The fuck?
I apologize. But something interesting I wanted to bring up. I saw it. Putin apparently banned
Gay
like
people.
GMO foods. Like
Nice.
permanently.
That's a good move.
And he's been giving farms for free to civilians to grow crops under the condition that it's not like it's non-GMO, non-genetically modified. And he said that it is a threat to evolution.
I mean, I feel like he's doing that for good PR because he's not wrong, but he also does kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
it's also
That's
not good
not
for human evolution.
Good for the.
Yeah, that's not good for human. He's like,
Yeah.
these fucking foods are causing cancer. Correct. He's like, but I'm still killing these people even if they don't get cancer.
It's doubt. What happens is like you live here, you have a good idea of who the bad guy countries are. It's like Russia, Venezuela, Syria.
I don't see Russia as a bad country though.
And, but right now, like traditionally, like it's
Russia.
Yeah, it's Russia. But then like you read stuff and like you have like a doubt of like maybe we're the bad guys, maybe we're fucked up. But then it's like, oh no, you fucking also kill lots of people and shit. You're still like, but there's that little like piece of doubt in your mind where you hear like Assad in Syria likes puppy dogs and is environment friendly, but he also dropped fucking mustard gas.
Yeah, you're like, wait a second, can it be the same guy?
Is this
Yeah.
And I love because right now it's literally World War I stalemate in Ukraine, and
I don't think it's a stalemate. I
know-
think they're lying.
who's
what?
lying? Who's
Our media must be. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, there were leaked documents, right, that said there were already like people from the UK, France, and America in Russia training them,
Yeah,
and they were lying about the casualty numbers. Like Ukrainians lost way more than Russians.
of course. But that was in the beginning. I thought that was suspicious. Like, well, this doesn't make any sense.
I
They
think
were
we're
acting like
lying.
Russia's ass was getting kicked, but
Yeah.
Russia just doesn't care. They're sending a bunch of Chechens to go die. They could do this way longer than Ukraine can.
Yeah.
Chechens are like, you know how like Roman like what the fuck were they called, like the highest like Roman legionnaires, like what the fuck were they called? Centurions.
Oh, is that what the Chechens are for the Russians? Yeah.
The Chechens are like hyped on like insane like Islamic fucking UFC Islam UFC.
Yeah, the Chechens are
genetics.
Muslim Russians. That's what they are basically.
They're scary. They're scarier than Russians. They
Yeah.
send them in, and they don't give a fuck. They'll like fucking behead all the Ukrainians. Is just go Russian.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. They're fucking crazy.
They're fucking crazy, the Chechens, yeah.
They're fucking wild.
They used to
man.
be rebels that you would rebel against. They used to do terrorist attacks against Russia.
just for fun.
Yeah, and then Putin just recruited them. He's like, you know what? We'll protect you.
So the same way we recruited the Germans for NASA, Putin was like, "Oh, these Chechens are really good." at
Kind of, yeah. That's
fucking
what he.
killing people,
Yeah, and now he says, no, we're friends now. And he just sends them out. And they're fucking nuts.
and they just want to go to war.
They love it. They love it. They want to kill, rape, pillage. There's all these speeches they give. They're the lunatics.
That's crazy that there are some people that just want to go beat up Pakistanis. Like deep in their hearts, they're just waiting for a moment for war to start.
It's like every Lebanese father wants to beat up a Pakistani. Literally every Lebanese. It's in your soul. it's in your DNA to want to beat up
Pakistani specifically.
There's a low key race war amongst like brown people no one knows about. It's a secret
Who's winning?
war. I think Pakistanis because there's more of them and they're more like insane. It's probably a tie. I don't know.
Did you know about this dark coalition? Poseidon, I don't know if you want to bring it up. There's a coalition.
Speaking of ethnic,
Pakistan,
dark coalition.
Azerbaijan, Turkey, and I think Turkmenistan.
That's the dark coalition.
Did you know about that? They have like a new Muslim brotherhood growing or some shit. Yeah, they.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen eventually because
one of them was fighting with me on Twitter. He said he's gonna behead me.
Nice, that's an achievement.
Yeah.
Can you live stream it at least? Like,
I'm not gonna let
do
him
it in the
behead
studio.
Put it up on.
The best is on the same week that guy threatened to behead me and kill me, and it was fine. The tweet stayed up. I called Erdogan, the leader of Turkey, like a pussy or something, and they suspended my account for a day. They said that was bullying, but the guy threatened to cut my head off was fine.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Make it your Facebook cover art in your background. They go ape shit crazy on the internet because like I don't know what's in their brain or DNA, but if you like make fun of they're one of their top guys, they'll kill one.
They take it serious, dude.
Somebody was getting death threats and was being gang stalked. I watched this on YouTube.
What's gang stalked?
It's when like a bunch of people will stalk you, like leave like phone calls at your house, like voicemail, like make sure that you know that you're being stalked.
I've been doing that to Christina.
Yes, now it's working. She's now here.
Yeah.
And what you're gonna psych her again? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, Kazakhstan's part of that too. I think.
Let her speak, goddammit. But
sorry, I stole the mic again.
But this
Poseidon,
guy,
please give her the mic back because I'm looking at what you pulled up. You're gonna say something stupid that is not what I was talking about. So please just give her the mic.
It's not this.
No, it's not a bilateral trade agreement, Poseidon. Please.
I'm just trying to find multiple shit.
Please give her back the mic.
It's Harry Potter and the Ashgabat agreement. Look at that.
Please give her back the mic. It's okay, Poseidon. It's okay.
What were the countries?
It's okay. It's okay. We'll move past it. Just give her back the.
But the gang stalking thing, like this guy's being gang stalked, all because he said that he found a Norm Macdonald clip unfunny on YouTube. So a bunch of people are threatening to kill him.
That's amazing. Okay, but it makes sense. At least they have a good reason.
That's a really good reason. And plus, like, I think he's like, it's a serious thing, but it's like, it's kind of funny, you know. If it's a little bit funny, but it's like, fuck, it kind of sucks for him. But he's also like a sci-fi author as well, so it probably be like a good publicity for his books. But you know, it's like it's such like a mix.
So all he said was Norm Macdonald. This clip is not funny.
He went on Twitter, one of like his old SNL clips, like Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
He said this. I don't really find this funny. And then people found. I don't know how it began to snowball, but then they all began like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill your wife." It's just people like leaving these insane voice messages.
Christine, do you get weird messages online?
Oh, of course.
Yeah?
No doubt.
Hateful or just creepy? Creepy.
What's the creepiest one you've got?
Talking to the mic. Don't be shy.
What's the creepiest one you got?
Like the normal ones are like, "Hi, how are you?"
Should she bring the mic closer? Can you hear?
Those are the worst ones. Hi, how are you?
The worst ones are hi, how are you? Are you kidding me?
No. The worst one is like when they send you pictures, but you know how it's censored, like sometimes on.
So you know it's a dick.
Yeah. So I'd rather just like.
But that's before the hi. They don't even say hi.
Yeah, some just like, you know. But then the other ones are like, are just like beautiful or, you know, just like things like that.
That's Poseidon. He's like, are you coming to the studio?
Speaking of Pakistani man, they're like, "Hey, how are you? Beautiful smiley face."
Yeah,
that's literally that's how they approach it.
Can I see Bob's and Vahins? Yeah. Send me pics.
That's the you know how there's like the Bible Belt. Well, Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh are the Bob's and Vagine belt.
Bob's and Vagine belt.
It's Sri Lanka. That's the
amazing.
Bob's and Vagine belt right there.
Does it work? Is what I'm like. They do it so often. Is it because there's some women that are like, "Oh, I'll send them pictures of my tits." Like, how can it work?
I swear to God, any woman with a vagina that is on the internet will get these messages. Like one time, like many years ago, like I was bored, and so I went on this
I sent a bunch of girl dick pics.
No, but it was actually the opposite. I was bored on this one like porn website when I was like in university, and you can like make like a profile and like talk to like other people on this website.
On the porn site.
Yes. And so I decided to like, fuck around and like pretend I was like an old woman from Algeria, like a 78-year-old Algerian
That's
woman.
angry about the porn?
No, and so I went to Google Images, I typed in like an old Algerian woman, and I just took the first picture of an elderly woman that I saw. Then I put it as my avatar. And I said like I was like country, Algeria, age 78, this like picture of this woman. And then like the next like couple of days, I got a dick pic. I got like people from like France, Tunisia wanting to like fuck me, like typing me in French. The best one I got, I swear to fucking God, this guy took this picture of the Algerian woman's head and photoshopped it onto the body of a younger woman getting fucked by two guys.
What is happening?
And this was like years ago. Like, if you have a vagina on the internet, you will get attacked by men. It's insane. But the men I got attacked were like horny Arabs. I don't know, like if it's a race thing, if it's if it's a brown thing, but I don't think it's I think it's like all men.
I think it's general. I think she's getting dick pics from all
I'm just
kinds.
racist. I'm just racist. But fuck, that's what happened, man.
So now, is it weird for you to be online? Like every time you get a message, like, is this real or is it dick?
No, it's because you know how on Instagram now it has like requests.
Talking to the mic?
Oh.
Yeah.
On Instagram now it has requests, so
Yeah.
that's better.
Yeah.
I always leave it on request. Like no.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah, there's a whole section now.
But on Twitter, I remember that they send like a lot of like links or crazy. But I don't know.
See, as she gets online, she's like, "This is a delicious Sunday," and then it's just dick pics. That's all the replies.
Fuck, man. Women get attacked by unsolicited dick pics. Men get attacked by like, "Hey, want to do my open mic tonight?" Like,
Yeah.
It's so funny because if girls started attacking us with tits, it'd be like the best thing ever. Like if girls were just sending us tits, be like, "Hello, here's my tits."
No, you say that now because you're not receiving tit pics. But if you start just getting tit pics in your inbox, after a while, like they all start blending together.
Okay, but it's not like a little bit nice, like the first one and the second one. You're like,
The first ones, you're like, "Whoa, they're sending me unsolicited tit," but then after a while, you're like, "All right, that's." Like now, I don't know what messages to look at. Like they're all just boobs,
you
and
get
some are not nice.
desensitized. Like not nice tits or not.
Sometimes you get not nice tits because you don't control them, right?
Yeah.
So you don't know
Yeah.
who's sending you the tit pics.
That's just dicks for women, pretty much.
Yeah. They'll get a crooked penis.
I think you get sick of it. Like the Beatles got sick of it after like a month. Travis Scott got sick of it after a month too. Like I think.
Travis Scott, is he the guy that's with the Kardashian?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
He's all tatted.
Yeah, that's how I got into like hip hop music more so. Is like grade 12, I began to hang out with like all my other like white friends, and they would play like Kendrick Lamar and Travis Scott. Like, what's this music? And then like,
It's white activity, yeah.
that's literally what happened. That's how I got more into hip hop because that's what happened in the 80s and 90s. That the NWA's records were hugely more popular in the suburbs. All these like white kids blasting it. That's what happened.
Well, and Tom Green in Ottawa was a big rapper.
Oh, yeah, check the OR. You like it so far. Check the OR. Do you like it so far? No one knows that Tom Green was a rapper in Ottawa in the early 90s. And his friends, when he did the show in Ottawa, are now doing stand-up in Ottawa.
Right now?
Yeah, like Glenn Hump, like the other guy, I forgot his name.
Are they good?
Tom Green's friends. I have no idea. I don't know. I've heard.
Yeah, Tom Green was in an Eminem mentioned Tom Green.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, my bum is on your lips. My bum. That song, yeah.
why? Because he was a rapper or because he was a critic?
Because he was getting criticized, Eminem, on all this stuff. So in one of his songs, he said, "So I'm the bad guy, but it's cool for Tom Green to hump a dead moose on MTV." Because I was talking with him about that. Tom Green said, like a lot of people forget, but I was like, he's part of rap culture now because he was mentioned in one of like the biggest rappers of all time song.
That's like one of the nicest. Imagine getting roasted by Eminem.
And it wasn't even really a roast. All he said was, "This guy's allowed to hump dead moose, and I'm not."
They're in the same. They're the same. Like they're parallel with each other.
It's so crazy to think about. It's so cool.
Tom Green Sigler, he fucking freestyled with Exhibit.
Oh fuck.
He could freestyle. Exhibit was like smiling like, oh shit, the white boy can do some shit. And but Ottawa's like, it's such a fucking. There's something I don't know, man. Ottawa's like.
Ottawa's a weird town.
It's either serial killers or comedians because everything is so fucking. I don't know what's up. It's psychological warfare in Ottawa.
Well, because it's such a
It's so
quote unquote
psychological.
like business town because it's all the politicians, it's the capital. It's such people want to like act like they got their shit together, but nobody really does, like every other city.
And the weird, everyone seems like on a surface level very friendly and smiley.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. If somebody's like smiling at you, that means they want to. That they're actually evil people. If you get approached by a man smiling at you, that means they're evil.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Who approaches strangers like this?
It's that's evil. That's if you're nice to people, that means you're evil.
Well, that is not what it means.
Never smile. I never smile at people.
You've been nice to me the whole time.
But have I ever smiled at you?
You're smiling right now.
Yeah, yes, I'm actually. yeah, I'm actually.
It's like a baby's like, yeah, I am actually.
Yeah. All right, okay, you got me.
You got me, kids. He's evil. Watch out for him, Bourjeili.
I'm
I don't think
actually,
he's evil. I think he's.
actually very evil.
I think deep down he's like a sweetheart. But I think he would be the worst person to ever be like on the opposite side of like an Overwatch chat.
He's a high functioning autiste. He could go either way.
The only time I will like really get into fucking something is if I'm like spectating a game that I'm like playing, and I have so much emotional investment in it. Like,
What do you mean? Like you just died, but your team is still playing?
yeah, and like I want them to win so fucking badly. Like I'm actually going ape. Like come on, get it, come on, kill that guy. Come on, no. Like, I'm really like into that. That's like probably like the only time I'll ever be like into something like 100% physically. That's not stand up.
What do you play?
Like Call of Duty. There's one game. There's like hyper realistic like military shooters like Mil Sims.
What's it called?
I play like Arma. That's one. Ever heard? I think Poseidon's heard of Arma.
Poseidon, you ever heard of Arma?
So it's like when you die in that fucking thing, and I'm like, and I'm
You die
dead.
in real life.
Pretty much. You die in real. So you have to like wait like an hour to 30 minutes for the game to finish if you die in it, and because like, you know, you're waiting for like your team to win. Like I'll like spectate and like be watching a guy like shoot a guy and be like, yeah, kill him. Yeah, if he dies, it like I'm so invested into like pretty much like blood sports. I think maybe
How good does it look, that game?
pretty fucking good. Like, but it's also it's a slow pace and realistic to shit. But probably like explaining it like badly here, but you do like all these insane like military like tactical.
Oh, yeah, it
plans.
looks cool.
Yeah, you have to like execute like the plan.
You could trick someone, show them that pic.
You know
They
what's
think it's just
crazy,
a
too,
picture
is
from a
that,
war zone.
like Arma 3 like takes place in Greece.
Oh, really?
On a Greek island, Lesbos. But they
Oh,
renamed Lesbos
fighting a
to
bunch of
Altus.
lesbians.
Yeah, pretty much. And so it's like in this fictional like thing we talk about like, you know, amount of conflicts, right?
Is that a fucking warship?
Yeah, they get crazy with the mods and stuff.
Okay.
They get crazy with the mods. And so yeah, it's like I think it's like this weird like
Looks
futuristic thing where it's like the West is fighting like Iran and China on this Greek island, and then like the independent faction, the Greeks, like go with the Chinese and the Iranians against the Western people.
Oh, is that what the Greeks do? Yeah.
Yeah, they just
We invented the West, and now we're going east.
Yeah. And so like if I'm like playing one of the fucking missions that take an hour and I die early, I'm like how you react to like a football match. I'm the same way, like hoping my team fucking wins, like watching a guy like get a score
Because
kill
they
a
take
guy.
long.
Yeah, or like capture like the objective. So I'm like so emotionally invested. I'm like get in there, come on. Like I'm like yelling at them, just going ape bananas. That's the only time I've ever like gone ape bananas. And
But this is huge now. The
Yeah.
esports and just video games in general. We talk about how they had their peak. I don't think we've reached their peak. I think they're just getting bigger year after year because now it's like mainstream. It's common. You can watch Twitch streamers stream games, talk to you. Like video gaming, I think has never been as big as it is now.
But what's like the big game that everyone gets hyper for now? 'Cause
I don't
there's not
know.
one- it was Super Smash a few years ago. Then they're all pedophiles.
Really, they all became pedophiles.
Like every single one of the pro players just ended up being a pedophile.
Not only-
and they had to cancel.
What?
Not only pedophiles, but smelly pedophiles. Nobody fucking goes into a Smash Brothers tournament
And doesn't reek.
and showers,
Yeah.
dude. They all stink. There's been like YouTube videos on how bad the fucking smell is, documentation, because it's a bunch of sweaty autistic nerds, fat, whatever.
Yeah, when I was in video game testing, I do remember that there was a lot of times where I had to speak to team members. It was the most embarrassing thing to tell an adult, like, bro, like you kind of smell. When you come to work, can you shower? Can you use deodorant? And it was always a shock to them. Like, what?
Wait, you had to do that?
Yeah.
Are you like legally allowed to do that now? Can someone be offended that they?
Oh,
steal
now
that?
I don't. Now it's a different time. I used to say crazy. I used to be like, bro, stop being a fucking retard. I don't think you could say that anymore.
That's a hate crime to tell a man you had a shower. That's
There's
a hate crime, yeah.
there's apparently supposed to be like a new realistic shooter, kind of like Armor, but in first person. That's supposed to come out, but I forgot the name.
Oh, Arma's not
it's-
first person.
It is, well, it's both third and first.
Oh, okay.
It's both. But yeah, that's the stuff I play now. Like there's a game called Ready or Not, and I laughed about this. Ready or Not is like this like SWAT hyper realistic game. Like it's like SWAT 4 if you ever played.
Sounds like it's a kid's game. Ready or not?
But it's like you just like breach buildings with like a SWAT team, and somebody made like a body cam mod where you have like the fucking like body cam like yellow symbol on the top right, and that's the trend now happening in all these like realistic games is like people love watching cop footage of like people getting shot down on YouTube. They want to now do it like that's what's happening now.
Can you make money off playing video games now?
Absolutely. Twitch is a big one. YouTube streaming, like
I think XQC just got an $100 million contract to stream with another platform.
But it has nothing to do with a video game. That just has to do with live streaming on Kick. But I mean, are there like let's say if you start playing Arma 3, can he become a professional player and make money off that? Not ads.
So that's what I mean, because we used to have like League of Legends.
Like esports for that.
League of Legends was huge. Now no one really plays it. Super Smash Bro, like there was competitive. I can't think of what's the competitive game where you can go and make millions of dollars now.
You have to go to Korea.
I think like the third time I came to Montreal was to meet up with a friend that I played like Rainbow Six Siege with and Arma with, and he was going to Montreal for a Rainbow Six Siege tournament at the Bell, I think in Laval, the Bell Center,
Place
Bell, and it was like a siege
And it
tournament.
was full.
It was packed, and they would show like the people's like screens
On the big Titantrons.
with the commentary, and every time a guy would get a kill, the crowd would cheer, dude. It was the sickest shit ever. Every time a person would die in the game, people would be like, "Yeah, we got a score.
We
man."
got one.
Yeah."
Holy shit, eh?
But it was also like I think like when I went there, I kind of also got turned off by video games at the same time because half the people that were there were like under 18, like
Oh, wow.
with their parents. So it was like exciting to see like real life blood sports, but also like EU. I'm an adult. I can't all these kids
Can't be
all
seen with
little
these
kids.
children.
No, yeah. It felt like EU, but there's like nachos. So all right, I'll eat some nachos.
I'll eat some nachos and watch these kids lose their shit.
I worked there. I served those nachos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was
Probably
crazy.
You probably were there that day. I had no idea. You probably were there that day with me.
But like
He was getting molested.
You
But, like,
by me, exactly.
People flew in from all over the world to watch this video game tournament. It was kind of
Fuck,
crazy.
dude. Yeah, my friend came from like California.
Can't you just stream it though?
You could, but it's not. I mean, that does sound fun. Like just watching people go, like the arena erupting.
It does sound fun.
It was also like a bad experience because like I slept on his couch in this Airbnb and he made beans, so the entire Airbnb like smelled like fucking beans, and so I couldn't sleep, so I just like walked out of the Airbnb at like 4 a.m. It was like minus 20 in the Montreal wind. This is February. I'd rather like walk around in the cold
And smell.
than smell beans. I saw the homeless people sleeping like Scotiabank, TD Bank.
And you want to switch? I got an Airbnb. We could just swap.
It smells like beans, which is like pretty much what homeless people smell every day.
Jesus
I
Christ.
have a question. Do you guys think, you know how like in the NBA you have, or like in soccer, you have the different cities that face off in tournaments and shit, and the teams are named after cities, or like then you have the FIFA World Cup and its countries. Do you think esports is gonna kind of come to like the same thing?
We have that. All the city sports teams now have esports team. So for example, the Montreal Canadiens have the Montreal esports team, and they face Toronto, and they face them in NHL. It already happens. Yeah.
Oh,
Man, if it wasn't for stand-up, I'd be trying to Twitch stream right now, man. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I think the question of stand-up and podcasting, I probably would give it all up for like Twitch streaming, man.
If you were like a big Twitch streamer.
Honest to God, probably I would do that, yeah.
Okay, so that's where your passion is. But it's not even a specific game. It's just gaming in general
It's just like talking mad shit
while shooting.
while shooting. Yeah, I'm a school shooter pretty much. But it's like, I think that's where it lies because like when my hands are on like a mouse and keyboard, my mind just goes like, it's like natural state. I've psychologically fucked myself. I'm trying to be a normie, but now it's like
You can't be a normie.
position.
Normies aren't good at stand up.
Oh man, I think like Mike Ward, was talking about what was it? Was it should I say it? Like, am I allowed to say it? I don't know if I'm allowed to say it.
Go ahead.
Like being diagnosed with autism, one of the was like finding things you're not supposed to find funny as funny, like I don't know, like dead babies in the dumpster, like some stupid shit like that. It's like, that's pretty much. If that's the case, then like every edgy comic is a fucking autiste.
I've already said that though. I've said it for a while. I think that we all have a bit of a problem because we find the funny where other people can't. That's what we see it right away.
Yeah,
That's something wrong with our brains.
You have to see the world different than most people.
Yeah.
Because if not, then you'd just be saying things people have already thought.
Exactly.
And then you're not really doing anything.
People get mad at Bourjeili at Barflat for saying shit, and it's very funny, and they're all wrong. They deserve to be shot and killed when they try to step up on Bourjeili here.
It's so weird. The room of all comics is the room that gets most offended at me doing comedy. It makes no sense. They're the ones who get angry at
They're
me.
like, because I didn't think about that joke on Chinese people. That's why.
Like, because you're not like, I think like they look at you because you're like a weak man and you're supposed to be quirky and cute, but you're saying edgy shit, and they're like, how could you do this?
That's what I think it is.
So if I get
like,
ripped, I
have
could
the
just
body.
be as edgy as possible.
Your China rant on Comfort Zone when you were drunk was one of the funniest things.
That was fun.
Yeah.
When was that? Did I miss that?
It was one of the early episodes of Comfort Zone. He got drunk. He went up there. I forgot what he was doing. And then we did the interview. And he was just mad at, he's like, why do Chinese people shit in malls?
That's really fucking
No, because
funny.
you were saying that Asians were smart.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, because I was there.
Yeah. He
The
went to
ones that-
Asia and he's like, it's not the case, bro.
No, like when I saw a cashier not able to do simple math to give me back change, I was like, we're wrong about something here.
In China?
Our Asians are smart. The ones here.
In
The dumb
Thailand.
ones stayed over there.
Exactly. That's what I was
They
saying.
couldn't make it out.
It's like Canadian comics moving to America. You know, that's the dumb ones stay here. The smart
Yeah, that's
ones
what it is. Yeah.
fucking move south. But fuck, every time there was like a drunk set, I feel like they were hyped up like, oh, he's gonna get drunk, he's gonna say some stupid shit, but then everybody is a sad drunk and they're just sad.
Yeah.
You're watching people even be sadder for 20
My
minutes.
girlfriend left me. You're like, that's not funny, bro.
And then, oh man, a fucking Radu. I tried to get Radu to like call his girlfriend because that seems to be a trend now.
Who's Radu?
The
Open
Romanian,
micer.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Because he was talking about like his girlfriend like left him, like let's call her up, buddy. At, like,
Oh, she left him and you're like, let's call her.
let's call, because I was like trying to the trend. I want to make it a trend.
Oh, at the open mic?
I want to make it a trend where like, because we're trying to call his girlfriend. Let's call up everybody's girlfriend right now.
We called Boom Boom's girlfriend.
Yeah,
That was
I
funny.
want that to be a continuous trend. And you mentioned like the bisexuals. Ottawa had like a bisexual streak like in 2018 where like a bunch of comics were enough to be noticeable. We're doing like, I'm bisexual. Like it was
Yeah,
a
but
trend.
those open micers, they didn't know what bisexual meant. What they were saying is both men and women will not fuck them. It's not what it means.
That's pretty funny. That you think it's like, you think it's like I'm bisexual. I fuck both. Nobody wants to fuck you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
even worse.
Well, I
It's
said that
even
once
worse.
at it was like I didn't realize they had invited me to do to judge.
valedictorian speech.
No, it was
Good.
comedy, but I thought I was there to judge. It was like kind of a roast type of thing. But they,
remember that.
Yeah, you remember that. But what they were looking for was constructive criticism. But they didn't explain it to me. So a chick goes up and it was just garbage, like garbage woke shit.
Yeah.
And she talked about being asexual, this and that, and she was hideous. And then at the end, it goes to me, and I go, yeah, look, I don't know if it's asexual if society made the decision for you. And then the guy running the thing is like, oh, it's not a roast. It's not a roast. And I was like, I got a couple more. Wait till I'm done. And so I just kept shitting on these people. And he's like, you can't do this. They came for like constructive criticism, and you're just making them cry.
Was this in French or English?
Oh, it was in English.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
even. I feel like
It's fucking hilarious.
if it was in French, it'd be like raunchy enough for them to like hit back because it's English. They were like,
They were shocked.
that was
I never got invited back.
that was a school shooting
Not
right
surprising.
there.
Yeah.
That literally was he was like cease fire. No, we got.
But the asexual line, I loved it though. Because she kept repeating she's asexual, and then I go, "You're not really asexual. If society made the decision for you." And then it was like, "Jesus Christ, what the fuck did he just say?"
But are there girls that can't get dick? I don't think that's.
Yes, for sure,
absolutely
for sure. But it's not as common as guys.
define girl right now. What's the definition of a girl? We got to look at this. We're scientific here.
Let's just say someone who thinks they're a girl to be safe. Keep us on YouTube.
When you say girl, you mean like a
What do
vagina?
you mean? So everyone? No.
No, who has a vagina? Someone who has a vagina.
A biological female, you're saying?
Yes.
It's rare. It's rare, but there's people that are unfuckable. But it's not as common as men. Men, there's a lot of dudes that can't get laid.
But there's a lot of girls who could get laid who are like, I can't get laid, but it's like you can't get guys you want to fuck you.
There's that. Also, some are very annoying.
But like,
So they look hot, then you start talking to them, and you're like, it's not worth it.
it's always worth it. If they're hot, you wouldn't fuck a girl if she was annoying.
I've not fucked a girl because she was annoying. Yeah.
I knew you were a fuck boy. I swear to God, I knew it.
No.
I knew it.
That's crazy.
I
Him?
knew it.
He's not a fuck.
Look
Yeah,
at-
maybe.
look
Yeah, he
at-
says
look-
he'll fuck anyone. Yeah.
Look at his hair. Look at his eyes.
You're a bit of a fuckboy.
I think I
at his
could
jaw.
grow into a fuckboy.
You're
think
right
I
there.
need
You're
to-
at the cusp.
You're a baby fuck
You're
boy.
like, dude, I'll fuck anyone. As long
No,
as,
but not all fuck anyone. You said a hot girl who's annoying.
yeah.
I think I could look past the annoying if she's hot pretty easily. I mean, you've been to open mics. Like, you ignore people for 3 hours straight. You
Yeah.
could, like, we've developed a really good ability to
Fucking
tune
Bourjeili,
things
you
out.
ignore people for 3 hours. It's your superpower.
Yeah, it actually is, because you could just, like,
Yeah,
be
zone him
bored.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it ignoring, or is it because like the room is placed where it's like almost soundproof to the rest of
Yeah.
the say? You like,
But also, you don't want to deal, because then let's say you bang her, right? If she's like annoying, but then you have to deal with her.
If you see her in day-to-day life, if it's just a random date.
I don't know. Maybe, yeah. It depends how annoying. Like annoying to like because if you don't like someone at all, like you're like, fuck this person.
I don't know.
What do you mean like annoying, like a fun, like a weird voice, like?
No.
like,
I meant
their
like literally like,
personality.
oh, what I can't stand this person.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't know if you're on and there's a chick sitting there and she's like, what's the deal with all these blacks or weird shit? You're like, god damn, bro, I can't have a
that'd turn
conversation.
me on.
That's
Yeah. You're like, that's my dream girl.
It's like the opposite of every girl. Every girl's like, Elon Musk sucks and down with billionaires. So you get like a good racist
if you're
one, it'd be
fucking
fun.
racist Jerry Seinfeld, what's the deal with black people?
What's the deal with Elon Musk? Yeah. Do you think most chicks hate Elon Musk?
Yes. At least the ones I've been around.
Sam, do you like Elon Musk? Yeah, you see? Fucking right.
I don't know. I used to live next to McGill
Yeah.
and like I had Tinder.
But yeah, but
And
you're talking about all these
they'll-
woke fucking dude. You're talking about the girls that are like, we're gonna have sex spiritually. You're talking about retarded people. We're talking about real women in the real world who like men who do shit. They don't mind Elon Musk. He's a businessman.
I think most girls don't like men who do. At least
That's not true.
Their ideas. They
Most
think they don't.
most women like men. Most men like women.
Mm.
You just find the outliers are just very loud.
Okay.
They're just very loud.
Or they're just in university, so it's just spitting propaganda. at them
Spitting
for 4
communist
years.
propaganda.
And
yeah.
then they're like 25 and dating losers. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
maybe Elon Musk would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. They're like, nothing's working for me, and this barista doesn't take me to a lot of trips. That's what it is. Yeah.
So they date the people they're supposed to like, and then they're like 25. They're like, I need to have a kid. I need someone who is
Yeah.
doing something.
Why am I always dating gay men? That's what it is.
You could be a father. You could settle down.
No, I like having
a child.
cats is a struggle.
What?
Having cats is a struggle. I think I would fuck a kid up right now if I had one.
I thought you were gonna say having cats a struggle. I think I would fuck a kid if I had one.
But
I haven't been able to stop
Wait,
fucking my cats.
Hold on, what?
Yeah.
What did you say, bro?
It's like because I have one bit about fucking cats, and
Yeah.
everyone who like sees me who doesn't really know me is like, "Oh, you're the cat fucker."
Yeah.
How I'm known.
Which is crazy because I have a bit that I talk about dog fucking, and no one would call me the dog fucker, and that's what I was trying to get to. You try, they won't give it to you. That's how society is.
You try to be the dog
Yeah,
fucker,
they won't give it to you. The
but-
second you go like, I don't want to be a cat fucker, they're like, shut up, cat fucker.
So
Where society is high school. That's all it is. It will never give you what you want.
the comedy scene is high school.
Yeah.
It's literally high school.
Now,
every
yeah,
day.
with everyone having sex with each other and all the drama and shit.
But we should like put a.
And
tally-
he acts on comfort zone like I'm orchestrating it. Every time there's drama, he's like, "You're all falling into Pantelis' trap. You're fucking this person. You're fuck." I find out at the show. I don't tell them to go fuck each other.
But every time there's a new female comic, we should put a timer and we should all place bets on how long until she fucks another open micer.
How long until she fucks Becker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I feel it's like I don't blame anybody for having sex as a comedian when you're like a year or less in, or even more so, because it's like
it's not the time. Who gives a shit? They're gonna bang.
yeah, it's like
It's more of the drama of I'm dating her, but he banged her 3 days ago, and this, and it's like, holy fuck, bro, that's high school.
Yes.
It's not the banging that's the problem. It's the drama.
Although no one in my high school fucked. There were like 2 kids that like lost their virginity before we graduated.
You think?
And no, it was a big deal. that
No.
they-
I mean, you think it was just 2 kids. Other people just didn't talk about it. People fucked. Well, actually, you're younger than me. Maybe your generation didn't fuck.
We like waited till college, and I remember out of college when people would fuck, it'd be a big deal. I only lost it at 18, and I was pretty early.
How old are you
amongst my
now?
Friends. I'm 22.
You're younger, yeah. That's why. My generation, I know that like a lot of people banged, but not everyone talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I witnessed something crazy like this years because I knew 2 people that like 2 people got like pregnant.
I remember a
high
girl getting
school.
pregnant in school. Yeah.
There was 2 of them in mine, and the second one was like insane because I knew both of them, and the pregnant one got mad at me because I wrote in her yearbook, "Don't abort the baby." She got so fucking mad, and I think because like every time like
Did she get mad because she didn't agree?
I don't know, maybe, but every time I'd like somebody would like invite me into like the group chat where all of these were like my friends were in, I'd get kicked out a week later, and I think it was her kicking me the fuck out, and that's why I really wasn't like establishing anybody after high school. But then like later, what happened was it's the most insane and it's despicable. I don't know what the fuck happened. It's none of my business, but I feel like something's bad here because the woman like had the baby, right? Didn't abort it. So, you know, my thing worked. She didn't abort the baby.
Yeah. You saved that child.
I saved the child's life. It's between you and me and the people watching, and the baby's kind of like ugly, but
Between you
So
and me
you
and
saved
everyone watching.
you saved his life, but there's nothing you could do about his social life.
no, it's maybe, you know, maybe like I'm not, you know, it was 50-50, right? You know,
Yeah.
it's like Sparta. You either kick the baby off the fucking cliff because it's fucking ugly, hideous, or you keep it and nurse it. And
She kept it.
she kept it. No cliffs in Ottawa, unfortunately. But then it's like the woman. I don't know what happened. The woman and the man broke up, and then my other.
You're telling me
friend-
that teenage pregnancy didn't work out?
it didn't work out. But then like my other friend, who I think looks worse than the original one, came in, and now he's fathering the child, and they look happy. Well, meanwhile, the other guy is like sad and part-time job somewhere.
So the other guy is not with his ugly baby mama and the baby, but your uglier friend has an ugly family now.
Yes, but I feel like the OG father
misses it.
Still sees the child, and it's such a messed up like triangle. Like it's such a betrayal because I knew these people when they were young, and now to see them as like adults is like just
It's
fucked.
weird.
It's fucked. The other like teenage pregnancy, I think they're like living the best life out of everybody I know because they live in a small town in Whitby, and they're big on Jesus.
Oh,
Big on Jesus. They love Jesus. Raising a child good. The guy's still a gamer, so it's like literally the best life. He's like fucking. He's in the trades. Loves Jesus. Plays Diablo. Has a family. That's the best fucking life, dude.
this guy's living the dream.
This guy has the best fucking life, man. It's like no problems, no nothing. Jesus solves everything. Downtime is Diablo and his child. It's the sickest shit.
Is that the dream? I feel like George wants to become that guy.
He just wants to be home with a family.
He wants a family and Diablo.
I just want to still Twitch streams, man. Fuck. I think that's Nirvana as being like 68, Twitch streaming, and I don't know, living in Florida. Who fucking knows, man?
Christina, do you like video games? Not a game. You don't strike it. She's more of a traveler.
Give her the microphone so she can say no, not really, then swing it back.
Not really.
You're more of a traveler. No, you like to experience things like yeah.
What are they paying you here? Is it zero?
It's
Close to zero.
it's close to zero.
Okay. What do you want to? What's the end goal with Christina?
She's interning. She's finishing her classes.
Nice.
Yeah, but I have an idea for her. I'm going to speak to her after the show, though.
Don't do it.
yeah.
Don't do it.
Come to an open mic before you say yes.
What? No, not for her to do comedy.
Oh, is that
No,
why?
but just
job.
to see what the scene is.
No, not in the comedy scene. Not in the comedy
Okay.
scene. I have an idea for her.
I finally understand why you have that fucking couch.
It's the casting couch.
I finally understand now. Jesus.
Because she's finishing up school right now, so it's internship hours. So she's interning here, helping with social media, all that
That's
stuff.
cool, man.
Yeah.
I saw, like, I was confused if you were going to be like a guest. Well, you are now, but you're like snooping around, taking pictures.
Snooping around.
Just snooping,
Just for the government.
snooping around. And because Bourjeili and I are like fucking autistic, we're like,
Who's that?
make no eye contact. Who is this? What's going on here?
I see that in the picture.
I was literally like a kid when she was at the door knocking. I was like, Poseidon, someone's at the door. Like someone was ringing my parents' house.
Hey, you couldn't go open yourself.
I didn't want to let someone in here too, but I was just like, Poseidon,
fuck.
someone's at the door.
That's so silly, man.
I have a question. Have you guys been to high school reunions?
No.
No, thank God.
Were
Allah.
there? Like you just
Allah.
missed out on it, or there weren't?
I don't think there was. I didn't get an invite. It would be weird to go to a like. I'm trying to think what I like to go. I'd like to go to see people maybe I haven't seen in so long and be like, oh fuck, like I remember you, but I don't know. It'd be weird.
There's no need for high school reunions anymore because we all have Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm seeing my friends like in high school or acquaintances like evolve into people. I
Yeah.
want to like get rid of all of them. Just
Like kill them.
No, like just delete them because every time I post anything like comedy related, I feel like a fucking loser. Like I'm posting comedy shit on Facebook like a fucking idiot, dude.
Oh, and they're like, what is he up to?
What is this guy? Is he being a comedian now? Oh, you tell me. What's your bit? Tell me your bit.
Oh, I
What's
hate it
your
when they
bit?
say that.
Yeah,
Do
put that in your little bit.
Do a bit.
Do a bit. You funny? Yeah. Fuck, it's disgusting.
Yeah, some people, some people just don't get it. Some people are fucking dumb. I still get dumb questions. I'll see people that I haven't seen in forever, and they'll ask me, "Yo, are you still working?" And they'll name a job I had like 20 years ago.
You're still working at Zellers?
Yeah, and I'm like, "Are you fucking retarded? Like, you follow me online?"
Like, oh, that's a real thing you're doing? Like, that's not just posting?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It got weird. Like one of the first times Caesar and I did Lebanese Weight Watchers was like live streamed on Facebook, and then that was a big mistake. But we had to. that was like pandemic, like 3 years ago, and people like started that I knew from high school started like joining the chat, and I was
no.
like, oh dude, it was awkward as a motherfucker, man. Like it was just like
George, why would you use those words?
pretty much. But I think when I was like, you're still a loser, asshole. Like
They're saying shit like that?
yeah.
Holy,
yeah,
you had a lot of enemies in high school.
Oh man, that guy is living his best life because he's like literally like another Greek Cyprus, he's from
Who
Cyprus.
hates you?
Not hates me, but he's living his best life because he's like full blown autism, delusional. So he's like Claudio Caprilli brain.
Oh, shit.
But he's like wagging his tail, happy dog. He sees everything with like
The bright eyes.
George's idea of what a good life is so funny. He's just autistic, doesn't know what's going on around him, bro. What a
You
life.
could play video games and masturbate all the time.
A good life is like being happy, playing games, coming. Just playing games and coming nonstop anytime.
Not
you
even
want.
eating.
No food. It's nothing, man.
You go until you die.
Man, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm insane, man.
But so this guy's talking shit about you. This fucking
Yeah, like that one little comment, and I was like, oh, I can't. It's weird, but like, it's like I can't do like Facebook live streams. So, it served its purpose.
well,
So it was pandemic time. Everybody, because this is how like self-centered fucking comics are, like an Ottawa or anything. But like, no more open mics. I'm gonna do Facebook live streams, and that's how I guess Zoom got started because people just love talking into a fucking
void. Yeah, no, I think Zoom was already a thing, and no one was really using it. And then because of the pandemic, it blew up.
Why the fuck didn't Skype take off? Why the fuck
That was a
did-
missed opportunity off Skype because Skype is much heavier. Poseidon uses Skype for some of the streams. It's heavier. It's clunky.
Skype.
What about Discord? I feel like Discord would have been so much better for schools.
Discord, you can't. Discord, you can't have that on school. They're gonna be gaming. They're gonna be DMing each other dick pics.
People were gaming anyway. Like my cousin was in high school during the pandemic. It sounded like the best time ever. You'd put Zoom on the side. You'd be in a Discord chat with your friends, just gaming the whole day.
That's fucked up though. I think that generation of kids that actually they let them graduate based on like empathy.
Fuck, man.
Those guys are useless.
That's what I did when I was in high school. I just cared about, I was just like a little incel, fucking no sunlight, no nothing. Just play, come home.
Well, wasn't that like the Ottawa thing? There's not that much to do in Ottawa, right?
No, there was stuff to do in Ottawa. You go downtown, but I didn't.
Downtown.
I didn't really have downtown.
There's a street.
No, it's fine. I didn't go to downtown until I was like 18 with like a university bus pass. I just stayed in the suburbs like a fucking gargoyle through my choice. I did not like venture out my house until I was like 18, and that probably like disabled me in a way.
I think it enabled you to do the comedy you do.
You think so?
Yeah,
I would love to be able to be like, you guys dating? You guys, I would love to do that. I would love to be a normal person, but I can't.
Just ask strangers if they're dating.
Yeah, you guys dating? Yeah.
Hey, you guys dating? The guy's like, dude, I work here. I'm a cashier.
I'm asking
That's my customer.
I'm asking Tristan, you dating Tristan? You dating right now, dude?
He's like, what?
Oh fuck! But I wish I could be like, I don't know, like, yeah, talk about, my girlfriend, but I can't do that. I have to like point at people and threaten to kill them because
That's fine. That's your style.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't go on stage and say my girlfriend. He
I
doesn't.
mean, that's like my best bit is about my girlfriend.
What's your best bit?
What's
Like how my girlfriend and I fight and how
You're
loving
doing-
woman is gay.
You're doing the thing like, tell me your bits
Yeah,
right now. Tell me your bits
right now.
Tell me your
But he's saying it. He's saying it.
It's because I have no like I literally hang out with
He's
her.
fucking saying it.
You're doing the thing right now. It's like, tell me your bits right now.
All of them.
All of them. Okay.
Do a set right now, asshole.
This one on why Asian people are retarded.
Are you using that? That one was good.
I use it sometimes. Sometimes I'm in the mood to like go off because I just find it funny that everyone hates white people for like taking over the world, but everyone else tried. That's the whole
Yeah.
bit. Like, and Asians are trying right now.
Yeah.
So in the bit, it never lands, but like I always go like the yellows are literally trying as we speak.
Yeah.
The yellows.
No
are
one's
trying.
mad at them. Yeah, it's
don't
actually
like-
a funny bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the world. Stop Asian hate. Quebec. Chinese people are fucking retarded, right? But that's the Lebanese side of you coming out because Lebanese people in their soul DNA are racist about everybody, including other Lebanese people. So when you go off about
If it's
China-
including other Lebanese people, are they racist or they just don't like anyone?
Well, like the Lebanese
yeah,
Christians hate the Muslims, and then the Muslims, there's two like distinctions between them.
but there's good Amr is in Israel right now. What's he doing there?
Amr's converting. He's becoming a Jew.
Amr, I don't know why is Amr down, but his last story was him like in blackface, so I guess like, all right, it bounces out.
Yeah, was he in black? I didn't see the last
It was
story.
like- it was like
Well,
some-
what I saw is him with
it was
Israeli
like-
flags and stuff and like Hasidic Jews. Like, what is he doing?
Is he better? I now understand Homeland when it came out. I now understand like Homeland to white people. It's like Amr is doing like he's pulling a fucking the guy from Homeland pretty much.
Did you see when he landed at the airport?
no.
He was coming out of the airport. He's like, I was in customs for an hour, and it's just right in front of him is like 100 Israelis with flags yelling and cheering and stuff, screaming like it was a soccer game. And he's like, I'm at the airport. It's like, what the fuck is happening?
That's actually very funny. He lands and it's just like, get out right now. But
It's crazy.
I worry about that because I think oh fuck, I worry about that. I don't know if I should say it.
Say it.
Okay, I'll say it. Okay, that's it. I say it. Okay, I'll say it.
Sir, that's a compelling argument. I'll say it.
All right, okay, I'll say it. Okay, you're right. I don't know. It's like if you're born in Lebanon and you enter Israel, you can't go back to Lebanon. I think that's a rule.
No way.
I think that's a rule. Look it up. This is. I want you.
Hezbollah made that rule up. Like,
I think you can't enter directly. You need to go through a third country to go back. Like there's a lot of countries where if you go to them first,
oh, okay.
you can't go to
They just won't
Israel.
accept flights from Israel.
Flights or they don't know what you're doing. Why are you in Israel?
Okay, well, he's not
No, I
flying to
think-
Lebanon.
Look this up. This is actually a legitimate like lookup. We've looked up a lot of stuff right now. This entire time, Poseidon has been showing us like hardcore interracial porn to show us that he's been reformed. of all, yeah. Look at. I swear to God, it's a thing. Also, the Lebanese embassy in Canada is very fucking funny. These Habibis, like a couple of years ago, to get
Habibis.
these fucking Habibis, like the visa application, they decided to like make the entire font on it in cursive to be more fancy, and when you download it, you couldn't even fucking read the goddamn thing. Dude. They thought it'd be
So stupid.
If that'd be like fancy because you're Lebanese and like, oh, look how fancy we are. We're Lebanese.
A Lebanese soldier joins the Jewish people. That's about Amarez. They wrote a whole article.
Every Lebanese is a soldier, one way or the other. Is just what it is.
Look at the Google search how I did it.
Palestinians.
What did he write?
If a Lebanese person becomes Jew, can he go back Lebanon?
That's not at all what George was telling you.
becomes Jew.
Becomes Jew.
As soon as you enter Israel, you're Jewish. They cut off the
Yeah,
foreskin.
That's
at the
what you
gate.
heard. You fucking. You
no.
into-
So what do you want me to Google?
Look up. Okay.
Can you enter Lebanon from
Can-
Israel?
No. Can a Lebanese citizen enter Lebanon if they've traveled to Israel? This is a legitimate lookup. from Poseidon, the Greek god of Jews. Fuck.
See if this works.
This is like the Mediterranean power hour right now. I think it's a thing. We're going off.
Israel and Kosovo. What?
Oh shit! That contains stamps, visas, or seals for Israel will be denied entry into Lebanon and may be subject to arrest or detention.
Oh, that's hilarious. Amr just fucked his life up. That's good.
Shit.
Well, life. Maybe he just wasn't planning to ever go back to Lebanon.
You know that meme?
But they have flights from Lebanon to Israel.
I think it's admission of nationals, travelers, not citizens, so travelers. Okay. You know that meme of like Walter White, like in the back of the fucking like SUV going like, no, Hank.
Yeah.
That's literally me to Amber. Like, no, Amber, you can't enter Israel. You're going to be banned. No, Amber, don't do it.
You're going to get banned.
Not because I'm anti-Semitic, but you can't enter Lebanon.
Not because I'm anti-Semitic. But your vacation plans are going to be ruined. How are you going to see your family?
I think I'd like, it's not like I think I'd probably go back to Lebanon first before if I do go to Israel. But it's stupid too, because it's like, how the fuck are you going to like, if you want to like go to the Dome of the, if you're a Muslim, want to go to the Dome of the Rock, want to go to the Al-Aqsa Mosque.
The Dome of the Rock, you mean WrestleMania?
The WWE returns once again to the West Bank.
Yeah, they get confused. Like, this is the Rock's dome now. It's just the Rock people's elbowing Muslims.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, so like Lebanon and Israel are right next to each other, right?
But
Yeah.
but it's stupid
North and
because
south?
because
Admission refused.
it's so much easier to go into like Palestine through Israel than, let's say, you have to like, he had to go from Canada to either like Jordan.
No, he was in Europe. He was in France.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, like he had to go like France, take a flight France to Turkey, then Turkey to like Jordan.
No, he just went France, Israel.
But I'm saying like the rule is so dumb. Like to avoid this possible ban in Lebanon, he had to like go around.
Oh,
some
yeah.
fucking loophole. And nobody wants to go to Jordan. I swear to God, he's like, it's either go to Jordan or go through Israel. And you gotta.
Like, I'll go through the West Bank. Just don't make me go through Jordan.
Nobody wants to go through Jordan, man. That country is a fucking. I actually like met a couple of Jordanians. Jordanians are actually like the nerdy Arabs. They're like low key nerds. No one knows what's going on in there.
Scroll down. I don't see Palestine on that map. It doesn't exist. Scroll.
Enhance.
There's the Gaza
It's called
Strip.
the West Bank. They don't call it Palestine.
Yeah, there's no Palestine.
Well, doesn't the U.S. not acknowledge it as a country?
Oh,
Do they?
fuck,
Don't
I
they?
forgot.
I don't think
Shit.
because they're allied with Israel.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think. Oh man.
Well, is it recognized? Like,
no, Palestine is recognized by like.
Jordan seems
certain
kinda nice,
countries.
Like, do we have a Palestinian
It's actually
embassy in
very-
Canada?
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
the
we
kind
do.
of things I'm asking.
No,
Yeah.
we do. We have a Palestinian embassy in Ottawa. There's a bunch of embassies in Ottawa. Palestine is one of them. And oh man, what the fuck happened? That was like, I forgot what happened, but I think it was like Yom Kippur or something. But Israel was doing some shit in Palestine. But like I think like 2 years ago or a year ago, I saw like a bunch of Zionists. I don't know, like a bunch of Zionist Jews just driving around in this like giant like Jew convoy in Ottawa with like Israeli flags
Holy
out
shit.
their windows. I'm watching this going like, God damn, dude, they're fucking going around. But I don't want to talk about Jews, but because they give me money in their comedy clubs, I can't really. Josh Shapiro.
Josh is watching this now. He's like, talk shit. Talk shit, George. Talk some more shit.
I love Jews, man. I tell you, because like, oh man, when in the Ottawa Yucks, when like Howard like knew like Caesar and I would be like traveling for like gigs to Montreal, I'd be like, give me some bagels. Like, all right, I'll give you some bagels. It's not 2 Lebanese guys to get him bagels from
Montreal. That's amazing.
Yeah, dude.
That's next level Jew.
Oh man.
He's like, don't worry, I got a bunch of lebs. They'll give me some bagels. So, Bourjeilis, just to plug your stuff, where are you gonna be next week?
Next week, nowhere. I
Comfort
think.
Zone on Wednesday.
Comfort Zone on Wednesday. Tipsy Cow on Sunday. And just
Waffle Sauce on Instagram. The E is a 3. George, what do you got to plug? Lebanese Weight Watchers.
Lebanese Weight Watchers always got clips coming up. Got a great idea for a podcast episode. We released our first video episode, Lebanese Weight Watchers.
On YouTube.
Spotify.
Okay.
It's just us eating a man's curry as we review it for like I think an hour.
Okay.
Laugh Lounge this Saturday and Old Port Montreal tonight. That's gonna be a good one. Get an extra rep in, practice some shit for Saturday, and yeah, man, Graphic Tree. Hit up Trina Wilson, Facebook for all your signs, and vinyl for your business, all that jazz, baby.
I like it. Patreon.com/Pantelis. Next Tuesday, Bordel. Come out to the Bordel at 9:15 p.m. for some comedy. Christina the Intern, Christina Lou, Loo, on Instagram. Anywhere else that they should follow you? Threads. Head over to Threads. You can find her same. I forgot to talk a lot about Threads, but that new app, I'm on it right now. I just opened it up. She's on Threads because I already follow her. So Christina Lou _. So it's Christina with no H, Lou with 2 O's and an underscore. Poseidon is online, the Poseidon69. He has his own website, I Am Poseidon. Thank you guys. Thank you, Poseidon.
We've built this prison cell, 'cause we can't trust ourselves. Critically